Okay, so the Nernst equation, your electrolyte is not in standard condition. Highlight when it is not in standard condition. Okay, so the effect of concentration will change the E0 value, right? In your exam, your Nernst equation, right, can be written as this form. E equals to E0 plus 0.059 divided by Z log oxidized form over reduced form. That's it. So guys, let's label everything. This formula you guys need to memorize, yeah, will not be given in the exam. Okay, C, right, is the number of mole of electron transfer. Okay, so how many mole of electrons being transferred? All right, guys, your oxidized form and reduced form is the concentration here, yeah. Okay, the concentration of high ions in higher oxidation state. Okay. Okay, so the oxidized species is the one in oxidation state. Okay, guys, now this question, let's go. Now, how? So calculate the electrode potential of iron if 1 mole per dm³ of Fe3 plus and 0.1 mole per dm³ of Fe2 plus is used under temperature, standard temperature and pressure. So E is equals to your formula E0 0.059 divided by Z log ox rate. Is 0.77, 0.059 divided by 1 log. Guys, which one is my oxidized species? This is my oxidized species, right? Because it's at higher oxidation state. This is my reduced species because it's at lower oxidation state. So 1 over 0.2. What's your answer? 0.81 volt. Done. All right, guys, once done, next question, please. Let's go. Okay, I think this is the last part already. Gives free energy, E-cell, additional info. Okay. So total part. And guys, we are moving on to next chapter, yeah. I'm sending the notes to the group. Okay. All right, guys, your final answer is how much? Why my question and your question different? Never mind. Let's go. We can try this question. All right, guys, metal air battery, blah, blah, blah. The standard entire thingy. So, guys, they already mentioned this reaction will go on, right? So they want you to calculate E cell. So I don't even need to care which one will undergo oxidation. My formula is always more positive minus less positive. Don't go and flip sign. You don't flip sign when you apply the husband and wife. Okay, if you flip sign again, you are not getting your answer. So your answer is negative 1.62, a positive 1.62 volt. Am I right? You guys get 1 mark? Can? Okay, nice. Zinc air battery usually operates at pH 11. Overall cell potential depending on the concentration of OH minus. So changes and calculate when it is at pH 11. Guys got the answer already? So guys, what is the concentration of OH when pH equals to 11? So first step, guys, can you tell me how to find pOH? 14 minus pH, right? Which means how much? 14 minus 11 is 3, correct? Second step. What's my concentration of OH minus? It's 10 to the power of negative pOH, 10 to the power of negative 3. Done. Clear? All right, guys, plug it in now. Please tell me what is your electron potential value. Let's go. They get you the formula already. Good. Ayo,
你好
why so late?
我 playing the basketball.
Oh, basketball also. Ayo, your ass. Ayo, your wet ass, bro. Look at your. Oh, bro.
Thank you.
Your boyfriend.
Rachel. Is it Rachel?
The one tell you.
Yeah.
New student. Why?
I think that.
Yeah, in toilet. Alright, guys, what's your answer? Sunway guy. You guys, why you guys bully the Sunway guy? Don't bully him. But why you guys bully him? But later he really commit suicide. Bro, it's on you guys already, let me tell you. Bro, everyone follow him, taking video of him. Really?
I don't think
Give speech. Bro, people mentally ill. Good in peace, right? Good. Alright, guys, what's your answer? Okay, so 2, right? Alright, guys, what's your answer? A bit over, yeah. A bit over.
Oh, I remember. Wow,
0.1345. Oi,衰仔. As you guys come here, do camp. Wait, good in, yeah, in that library, in toilet, in classroom. Hey,
No, but they said to minus though.
sorry?
They said to subtract though, not add.
Hey, I subtracted, right? I added, man. Right. What do you mean by subtracted? Yeah, I subtracted the value, right? 0.1345, right? 0.58. Why 0.58? 5777. Bro, I typed something wrong in my calculator. A second, let me retype out it. Give me a minute. Fifth, sorry, 7. Oh, you are holding the older version. Oh, sorry, guys. Memang typo. 0.577, right? Yeah, well done. Oh, yo, calm down, calm down. Why so aggressive? 没有，你没有，你的是旧的 version. It's okay. Don't worry, we are moving on. Alright, guys, one's done. Next. Hey, I finally see you. Where have you been? The past 2 weeks.
My parents came. They
Oh.
got overseas, so they keep on missing. You did the shrine. So
Alright, guys, next. Page 49.
the guy who
Alright, guys, relate the Gibbs free energy and E cell. So, guys, to relate your Gibbs free energy and E cell, right, we have this formula. Are you guys seriously eating bread in my class? Oh. So, okay, negative NF E cell. Okay, so delta G equals to negative NF E cell, yeah. Okay, what is delta G? That's your Gibbs free energy, right? Guys, remember, yeah, when you're applying this formula, right, you have to multiply 1,000 to convert to joule per mole. Okay, this formula will not work if your delta G is in kilojoule, yeah. And N is the mole of electron transferred. And F is Faraday constant. Yeah, no lah, you don't have formula sheet now lah. Really? 应该有吧，我不知道。96,500 lah, just memorize the value, not too bad. Alright, guys, next. Let's say, right, if your delta G is a negative, the reaction is spontaneous, right? If delta G is positive, not spontaneous. Faraday, not Friday. Faraday constant. Yeah, he really be that. Alright, guys, next question. Let's go. Try this now. Up to you. Alright, guys, what's your answer? So acidified Ti3 plus reacts with oxygen dissolved in water as shown. Okay, so guys, you got the delta G already, yeah? Reduction potential is 1.23. Calculate the standard electrode potential of TiO2 plus and Ti3 plus. Alright, guys, let's go. First step, I want you guys to calculate E cell. How to calculate E cell, guys? My formula, delta G equals to negative NF E cell, right? Delta G divided by negative NF. So guys, remember to convert your delta G into joule, yeah, by multiplying 1,000. Then how many mole of electron is being transferred? Do you see 4 mole of electron is being transferred? Can see that? So 4 96,500. How much in total? So your answer is negative. Negative is positive 1.13 volt. Correct. All right, guys, next. They want you to find your electrode potential. My formula is E cell equals to more negative and more positive minus less positive, right? Go. So I already found my E cell as 1.13. Guys, you are given a value of 1.23. So the question is where to substitute. Think about it, where to substitute. Is it substituting into a more negative, a more positive, or less positive? Which one? Wow.
So bad. It's so
Call
fake.
people by the wrong name.
It's so fake. No. No.
Guess who started the Rachel? Not me, obviously. Guys, go submit in. Where to submit in the value?
I think it's good.
Sure, you got see the Sunway News, ah? Of course, I know lah. Why the Guna? Why you guys so mean, ah? Don't stop. Yeah, I actually feel bad for him, you know. Later one day he commits suicide, all the flags on whoever kids that make fun of him. Yeah, he's not in the right mind. Of course, he has mental issue lah, bro. Don't make fun of mental issue people lah. Later people really commit suicide, man. Oh my god, why the hell? Some way kids, I cannot. I saw like a bunch of them holding the camera, following him around. People mental issue, bro. Later he climb.
On the spectrum. Yeah, looking on the spectrum.
Later he go to the highest floor. He jumped down. How?
How don't I? Why is that?
Huh? Yeah lah, insane. Okay, so guys, again, you see right? Chapter 22. We are moving on to a new chapter. We are done D. So guys, O2 turns into H2O. Can see that? O2 turns into this way. So guys, I know that this reaction, right? O2 undergo oxidation. Okay, and which means this is my PRR. Okay, so one more time, guys. You see that O2 is undergoing a reaction by going to the right. And again, right is reduction and it's more positive, which means 1.23 should belong here. And you just have to find your E less positive. So the answer is 0.1. All right, guys, done. Okay, I want you guys to look at the last part. All right, kid, this is additional. Anyway, which one is this? Chapter 22. All right, the last part, guys, we have multiple oxidation by strong oxidant. Okay, so guys, again, if you have a strong oxidizing agent, yeah, okay, a strong oxidizing agent, right? Page 51. You always have a very high, highlight this part. Okay, you always have a very high electrode potential value. So which means it can oxidize a transition element to various oxidation state. Okay, you can oxidize it to various oxidation state. That's it. All right, guys, now. Okay, I'm just going to show you one question and we are done. Then we move on to a new chapter. Let me send the new chapter over. a bit on later lah. Okay, guys, now you see, right? V2 plus, they say, can be oxidized by H2O2. So which means H2O2 is acting as an oxidizing agent. Which means they undergo reduction. Correct. Which means it's our PRR. So H2O2 is going to the right. Can see that? Okay, and you look at the value. You see that the value here is also very high. And V2 plus will undergo oxidation to turn into V3 plus. All right. All right, guys, right now, let's check what is the final product. Okay, so guys, again, due to the fact that you have a strong oxidizing agent, this strong oxidizing agent, right, is gonna oxidize V2 plus into various steps. The first part, your H2O2 turns here, your V2 plus will go back to V3 plus. What's my E cell? 1.77 minus negative 0.26. How much? 2.03. All right. All right, guys, now you see H2O2 go here, V2 plus go here. You still have this amount of voltage left. So when a V2 plus is formed, V3 plus can undergo oxidation further to turn into VO2 plus. One more time. When V2 plus oxidized to form V3, V3 plus also oxidized to form VO2 minus. So what's the value? You still get 349,936, 1.69. Okay, this is when your VO2 plus is formed already. Correct. So guys, can this undergo further oxidation? Yes or no? Yes. Because VO2 plus, okay, can oxidize further to turn into VO2 plus. What's the value now? -1, right? All right. So guys, which means your final product is a VO2 plus. Get me? All right, guys, which means what is my final product? My final product is a VO2 plus. Why? Because I have a H2O2, which is a strong oxidizing agent. Huh? Up to you. So it's able to oxidize V2 plus to V3 plus to VO2 plus and finally to VO2 plus. That's it.
So why do you need to successively add the the electrode potentials? Like, aren't they all going to be oxidized by H2O2?
Correct. Everything is gonna get oxidized by H2O2.
Yeah, but so how come you use 2.03 minus negative
At
0.3,
first, I need to
or
instead of right.
instead of 1.77 minus 0.34?
1.77 1.77 minus 0.34.
Yeah, because like it's still being reduced, oxidized by the same substance, no?
Yeah, you can use 1.77 minus 0.34 also. Because for the first part, right, I'm trying to calculate your E cell. Yeah, but it's okay. Yeah, so first part, I'm trying to calculate your E cell. But to identify it, right, you can just use 1.77. Okay, this can also turn 0.34 into VO2 plus. Yeah, so it will go this way also. Because the value, right, if you minus it, you will still get a positive value. Okay, as long as the value is smaller than 1.77, right, then everything can get reduced. Sorry, can get oxidized. VO2 plus and forming, okay, and forming to VO2 plus. Able to oxidize V2 plus to V3 plus to VO2 plus and finally to VO2 plus. That's it.
Okay, so that's all for today's topic. So thanks for watching.
Please like and subscribe.
So someone can take it. Please like and subscribe.